Pierre Gasman is the Grand Master of the most worshipful Grand Lodge of Free and Accepted Masons of the Philippines. He is part of an organization that might be one of the most misunderstood in popular culture. They have over 6 million members worldwide, and despite being in its 5th century, the group remains shrouded in mystery. Some of the most famous men in history are members, and they come from all facets of society. Mozart, Winston Churchill, Douglas MacArthur, and John Wayne were all Masons, and in modern times, athletes like Shaquille O'Neal and John Elway have pledged membership. In fact, according to Armando Cazzola, the president of the Institute of Masonic Education and Studies, many of America's founding fathers were the earliest and most prominent Masons.
The Constitution of the United States was made by Masons. The first president of the United States, Washington, was a very prominent Mason. His writings are still beautiful to read. No? What is Masonry? Masonry is a society that has to bring happiness to everybody in the world. No? Jefferson was a Mason, Franklin was a Mason, just the signatories of the Declaration of Independence, the signatories of the Right of Man, they're all Masons.
Freemasonry traces its roots to organizations that regulated the actual craft for which it's named. These groups emerged in the 14th century and established the qualifications of stonemasons and their interaction with authorities and clients.
Historically, we come from the fraternity of operative Masons, those who were building cathedrals in Europe during the Middle Ages and so on. In fact, in reality, in the 1600 and 1700, the upper crust of society in England, the one that were already working for a new order, no? That's why maybe misconception and so much came from that age. Why? Because at that time we were going against absolute power of the kings.
So just who are the Freemasons then? Are they a business association, a religious group? Not at all, says Grand Master Gasman, although there are elements of each in the group structure.
Before you become a Mason, first you must believe in one super being. We are not a religious organization, but we are very religious. Religious in the sense that before anything we get into, we always invoke the blessings of God and the Father Almighty.
In addition to a belief in God, prospective Masons must believe in the immortality of the soul, live an ethical life, have a strong interest in the fraternity with a desire to participate in its charities and activities, and must be a male 21 years or older who is ultimately approved by the other members.
You have to seek membership. We do not offer membership. We do not, it's voluntary on your part to join Masonry.
Gasman and several of his top leaders were on Guam recently for the Masonic District Convention. Guam has just 60 active members, but they are part of the 20,000-strong Philippine District, which is made up of 400 different lodges. As a group, the Masons operate on 3 basic tenets: truth as a divine attribute, brotherly love, and relief to help those in need.
If you see in the Philippines, for example, anytime that there is a calamity, you will see the Mason Fest. They're in person and with their help, financial help and so on. So, but that is not our primary target. Primary target is the improvement of each member as a person. So we have our own philosophy of life that dictate that we have to be good.
We do convert good men to better men. That means doing something exemplar for society.
Give me some examples of that.
Well, we are supposed to be model citizens in the community. We set the example in the community.
For KUM's Business Matters,